there, it's Deidre from Our Upcycled Life and welcome to my channel. If you like thrifting, DIYs, and repurposing, you've come to the right place and we'd love to have you follow along. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any great content. Today I have a fun video for a spring Easter theme. I picked up a wooden easel and canvas at the dollar store, and all you need is some napkins and some Mod Podge, and you can put together a really cute little sign to set on a desk or a cabinet. So today I'm going to show you a step-by-step tutorial so you can make one for yourself. And make sure you leave a comment down below, even just to say hi, because after this is aired for a week, I always go into my comments and I pick one person to win a graphic from my Etsy store. And this graphic is also available for my Etsy store. Use the code SAVE50. You can always get 50% off my whole store, and you can pick up this graphic for $1 and you can use it anytime you want when you download it to your computer. Okay, let's get started. Today I'm going to do a dollar store DIY. I picked up this wooden easel and canvas at the dollar store, and this yellow acrylic paint, and these pretty springtime Easter theme napkins. And I'm going to use my Mod Podge matte finish. I'm going to give my wooden easel a coat of the yellow acrylic paint just to make it kind of look springy and brighten it up a little bit. Now I've taken all the plies off the napkin, so this is only the one top ply, and I'm going to put a piece of parchment paper over top of it and give it a little bit of an iron to get rid of the creases in the napkin. I'm just preparing my napkin so I can attach it to a piece of computer paper, and I'm going to put it through my printer so I can print graphics right on the napkin. This is such a fun technique, and I've made actually a couple videos on some different ideas that you can do with napkins to make your own. And this one I just thought would be really pretty to do a springtime theme on the canvas. Now I'm going to take my crafter's tape, and I'm just going to put a little bit of the tape around the edges of the computer paper just to adhere to the napkin so it stays together when I put it through the printer. Now this technique will work with an inkjet printer or a laser jet printer. I'm going to center it right where I want it on the napkin and then press it down firmly in place. And then I'm going to trim it all around the edges to get rid of all that extra napkin. And now it's all ready to put through the printer. I'm just going to load it into my laser jet printer, and I'm going to turn it upside down because that's the way that it needs to go through to print on the napkin. And it went through perfect and looks beautiful. Now I've cut it off of the computer paper and it's ready to go onto our canvas. I'm going to take my Mod Podge mat and I'm going to put quite a thick coat over the whole canvas. You don't want it too thin because when we iron it onto the canvas, you want the Mod Podge to melt into the napkin. So put it on quite thick, and we're going to do 2 coats, letting it dry completely in between. Now the Mod Podge is completely dry, and we're ready to adhere the napkin to it. So you're going to place it on the canvas and put it where you want it. Make sure it's centered really well because you're not going to be able to move it afterwards. Make sure it's centered, and then you're going to put a piece of parchment paper on top of it. And now you're going to take your iron. I have it set at 6 with no steam. And you're just going to iron the napkin onto the canvas. And you're just going to go slow Go from edge to edge. Make sure you get every little bit of the napkin to make sure that it adheres really well. And this technique is so easy, and you very rarely get any wrinkles or bubbles. And I also find that when you're using your inkjet printer, it doesn't have a tendency to run. Now, you can use a little bit of hairspray on the napkin if you are using an inkjet, just to prevent it from running if it does. But most of the time, I find that I don't have a problem. Okay, we're all done, and it looks like it's adhered really well. You can just check the corners and make sure that it's bonded really well, and then we're ready for the next step. I'm just taking my 80 grit sanding block, and I'm just going to sand all along the edges of that napkin, and as you're doing that, you'll see that it'll make a really nice clean edge. There's so many different themes that you can do with this. You could do for baby showers, for birthdays, for a welcome sign at your front door. So many possibilities and so many different napkins that you can choose from. They would also be really great to make for wedding decor. Perfect. And now I'm just going to seal it for the last step. And for my finish coat, I like to use a polyacrylic sealer. This is a matte finish, and it just seals it really nice and makes it really easy if you ever have to dust it. You can use Mod Podge for your top coat if you prefer. And there you have the cutest little Easter springtime decor piece, all from the dollar store, that I only made for maybe a couple dollars, and it'll look cute displayed out for your whole spring season. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.